But let's start off with that pull list, because like I was saying, for the week of January 7th, new comic book day, we have 10 pulls for a total of $46.90. $46.96. $46.90, dude. Jeez, can't talk today. The pick of the week, as we're looking through, a lot of Absolute Universe stuff. DC KO is still going. Batman also has a release tomorrow. I think the pick of the week, though, has got to be Absolute Superman issue number 15. Just incredible stuff in this Jason Aaron written series. I've been loving it all the way throughout. Loving that sad boy Superman kind of vibe. Derek Seaborn in the chat says, hey, what's up? What's up, Derek? Thanks for joining. And yeah, so Absolute Superman number 15. We know that this one is going to be featuring the brand new super suit that he got in the last arc. So really excited about that. Seeing how Juan Ferreira kind of takes this kind of look and runs with it. Obviously still written by Jason Aaron, but got that Juan Ferreira on the guest art spot. So that's pretty cool. It says this is going to be a day in the life of Absolute Superman. In the shocking aftermath of the Battle of Kansas, Superman wrestles with profound changes to his life, his allies, and even his costume. But more importantly, there's work to be done as we experience the day in the life of the world's busiest superhero and welcome guest artist Juan Ferreira to the series. You guys didn't catch that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle written series, with Juan Ferreira doing the art. Jason Aaron was writing that one. Yeah, definitely check that stuff out. 1 through 12, really great TMNT stuff there. But yeah, that's got to be the pick of the week. Absolute Superman 15, seeing that new suit and just more exploration of the Absolute Universe world. Next up, we got Batman number 5. Looks like this one says the Ojo strikes. I'm not sure if this is potentially a new villain, but it looks like it's a night out with Bruce Wayne goes off the rails immediately for Dr. Annika Zeller. It seems her experimental crown of storms has marked her for death, and if they survive the legendary Triple O gang, they'll still have to confront the sinister assassin known as the Ojo. Interesting what's going on here with the Matt Fraction written Batman series. We still have the art from Jorge Jimenez, of course. Looks like we also get a little bit of lettering from Jorge. That's pretty cool. But yeah, man, just continuing this awesome Matt Fraction written Batman series. But I think it's off to a really great start. 5 issues in. Really fun. And loving all of the variant covers we're getting as well. But just the idea of, a little Bruce Wayne, little date night goes wrong. That could be a fun setup for an issue. So Batman number 5. Greatly anticipating this one. Chewy Queso saying yo-yo in the chat. Paul Dev in the chat as well saying can't wait for the Ark M special. Funny you mentioned that. That's the next thing I want to talk about. Into Ark M, the origins of the enigmatic. Can't say that one. It's a tough one. Enigmatic Ark M are explored. What terrible secrets lies within its walls, and just who is assigned to protect it from discovery. So we know the Ark M. Obviously, Batman was captured down in there for a little bit. That's where Bane does a lot of his experiments, right? We got Derek Seaborn saying, I'm loving Batman right now. I'm liking the main Batman title, but Absolute Batman has got my attention as well. So excited about this one. It looks like the artist is going to be Josh Hickson. And if you guys aren't familiar with Josh Hickson, he's the one who did the art for The Deviant, written by James Tynion IV. I love Josh Hickson's work. I collect some of his variant covers as well. Good buddy of mine. Not to get sometimes at cons we hang out, you know what I'm saying? So me and Josh are good buddies, but I think that it's really cool that Josh is doing he's joining the Absolute Universe as one of the artists. So I think it's really, really cool. Written by Scott Snyder. We know that Scott Snyder and Josh Hickson have worked together in the past quite often. So yeah, man, Josh Hickson getting introduced into the Ark M special into the Absolute Universe. So shout out to Josh. That's pretty cool. And yeah, so those are the 3 kind of biggest pickups in my opinion. But let's continue with Absolute Green Lantern. In theory, this won't be on my poll. I don't think the last one was. I'll have to catch this on DC Universe Infinite. In fact, maybe I should take it off my poll. It feels weird doing this because I like to know when it's coming out. That way I know when to read the last issue on DC Universe Infinite. I'm actually going to keep it on there. Next up, though, let's talk about Ultimate Wolverine issue number 13. Into the Maker's War. Wolverine hunts down the Maker's Council and the Maker himself on the horizon. It's time to exact revenge on the ones who turned his life into a living nightmare. Wolverine's journey through the end game starts here. So still written by Chris Condon. You don't get that, Capuccio on the art. That's all right. And yeah, just whatever Ultimate Wolverine is up to in the Ultimate Endgame event, we'll be finding out. So this is a pretty cool cover, though. We see the Maker kind of moving everybody around like chess pieces, if you guys can see that there. And I thought the last issue of Ultimate Wolverine was really good. I think the series on a pretty nice kind of uptick. Some really good stuff going on over there from Chris Condon. So I'm excited about Ultimate Wolverine issue number 13. I thought that, obviously when we get into the reviews of Ultimate Endgame here in a second, and when we review the Ultimates as well, I think that everything going on in the Ultimate Universe is pretty sick right now. So yeah, we'll get into it, but pretty excited about the Ultimate Wolverine series. Next up, let's talk about, we can talk about this one. DCKO Knightfight. So we know that Batman is kind of dealing with these alternate versions of Batman. Like we have the Jason Todd all grown up. We have the Dick Grayson all grown up as well. I don't know if there's going to be any introduction to other kind of Batmen into the story. But I think that the Knightfight stuff is pretty fun. It's pretty interesting. It's not like the craziest, like compelling stuff of all time. You do get that really fun Dan Mora on the artwork though. And yeah, just all the, it's questions that have probably been asked of Batman in the past. Like, I don't know, just all the different personalities of all the Robins and stuff like that. We've seen this time and time again, but I think it's pretty fun for the DCKO event. And I'm liking Knightfight as far as a tie-in. I think it's pretty strong. Next up, let's talk about the Batgirl series. So it says Batgirl number 15, Cassandra Cain's darkest hour. Batgirl's journey towards vengeance reaches its peak as her relationship begins to crumble. Nisa Al Ghul's plans come to light, and they may doom the city she claims to protect, pushing Batgirl to her darkest hour yet. We have a guest artist on this one, but we still get Tate Bromble. I think he's been killing it with the Batgirl series. Although I do gotta say, it's definitely not, the series is not at its peak. I mean, that first arc was so sick. We're kind of waiting to get back to that first arc. But 15 issues in, I think it's a great series out of DC for sure. And yeah, just loving the Cassandra Cain kind of spotlight that she's been getting over at DC. And I think Tate Bromble has really been, he's an artist to, or he's a comic book writer to watch as we head into 2026 for sure. He's jumping on the new Teen Titans titles. That's pretty fun. And yeah, so Tate Bromble, just some more fun Cassandra Cain goodness out of that series. The Question, Batman Green Arrow, The Question, Arcadia. Now, I will admit, I wasn't the biggest fan of this one when it came out. I thought that issue 1 was alright. It's not like my favorite. I don't even know. Like, it's not my favorite. It's kind of like wordy and I don't know. Wasn't my favorite. I guess maybe I was in a bad headspace when I read it. Maybe it could, have a reread, probably benefit it, but I wasn't the biggest fan of issue number 1. I thought it was cool that it's the Gabriel Hardman. He's doing the art and the writing, and that's pretty cool. Very sort of Silver Age inspired, I guess. So if you're into that, definitely check this out. If you're into kind of the classic Question, the classic Green Arrow kind of vibes. And yeah, just maybe not a series for me. So we're going to give it a shot with issue number 2. It's a DC Black Label series. I tend to like those. And yeah, we'll give this one another shot for sure. Because I like the art. The art was super sick from Gabriel Hardman. Kind of like the cover here. Like really detailed stuff. So yeah, man, we're going to give that another shot. Wasn't a fan of issue number 1 though. Next up, we got JSA number 15. Year 1 continues. This is a Jeff Lemire written series with Gavin Guidry on the art. He is joining Ryan North for the new era of the Flash. Like when that starts up, when Ryan North joins it. I have not been reading JSA ever since they started their year 1 arc. Got to catch it on DC Universe Infinite, but it's still here on my pull list. I get for the same reason as the Absolute Green Lantern. Like I just don't want to take it off because I don't know when to read the other one that comes out on the app. Anyways, the last pull for New Comic Book Day, January 7th, is The Adventures of Superman, Book of L, issue number 5. Just another kind of entry into the Philip Kennedy Johnson Superman saga. I think it's really sick, and I'm loving kind of what's going on with this title right now. It's a continuation of the War World stuff from Philip Kennedy Johnson. Gosh, what was that? 2 years ago now? 3 years ago. But yeah, so Philip Kennedy Johnson just continuing with this fun Superman kind of corner of DC. And yeah, we're continuing with issue number 5. Derek Seaborn says Jeremy Adams Flash was peak. I love Jeremy Adams Flash, man. That was my first ever Flash run pulling. I was having so much fun with it. When Jeremy Adams left the title, that definitely was a blow, because then you got Cy Spurge jumping on. It was all right, but yeah, that Jeremy Adams stuff was super sick. So that's my pull list, though, guys. If we're talking the pulls for January 7th, New Comic Book Day, technically it says 10 here, right? But we're not going to be pulling Absolute Green Lantern, and we're not going to be pulling JSA. So I guess technically it's like 8 comic books for a total of, I don't know, like $38 or something like that. So looking forward to New Comic Book Day, January 7th. As always, let me know what you guys are picking up down in the comments. I'd be super curious, especially to know what your pick of the week is. Because like I was saying, mine's got to be Absolute Superman number 15.